Hey guys, back again with a new review of Oxnard, rapper, singer, drummer, producer Anderson .Paak's third album under the moniker. Since 2 years after his last solo project, Malibu, the hype around him has really exploded. Of course, he did get onto the 2016 XXL Freshmen's list a few months after Malibu was released, but it just doesn't really seem to match up with how much hype is around him now. With a track rumored featuring Kendrick Lamar for a little while, that it was eventually confirmed to be Tints, came out, it seemed like he was at another level that he hasn't been at before. And closely after Tints' release, another single was released, Who Are You, just Paak alone, before the final release of the album. And to be honest, going into this, I really had no idea what to expect, as I hadn't really heard anything by him before, and I was just curious as what this was going to be, as everybody was so excited about it. And I knew about like how he sounded and like the kind of music he made and how he's really kind of known for his instrumentation, but like I was just kind of going into this blind. And initially I wasn't too impressed either with the opening track, The Chase, just kind of jumping from sound to sound, not really getting in a rhythm or beat that I really enjoyed that much. The second track, Headload, definitely had a bit more continuity to it and with an original theme and funny skit to it, but the instrumental and vocals were just not that interesting. Paak's voice does sound pretty great, it's just he doesn't really use it in an interesting way on the song. And then the next 3 tracks change, which completely countered what I thought that rest of the album was going to be like. Tints just has so much more bounce to it with that feathery R&B chorus with some girl vocal just mixed perfectly to match Anderson .Paak's vocals. Who Are You, the other single, goes a bit more electronic, really kind of using very sporadic drum beats, and that kind of change just here and there throughout the song, really keeping it fresh and interesting, as well as adding new sounds throughout the song. It's really a fantastic experience. And then following those is what I think is my personal favorite track, Six Summers. Kicking off with the stripped back bass-led instrumental, Six Summers, it kind of just sounds odd at first, but I learned to kind of love it, as about halfway through the song it just changes. It just goes into a completely different mood, and it's like it corrects what was wrong. Dropping that authentic bass and going into a more synthetic one, as well as adding some clings and clangs just surrounding the listener, it really comes together in a fantastic way. And it's kind of odd how if the whole song was just like that first portion, I would dislike the song, but how it changes into that just makes the rest of it so much better. Just the awkward delivery in the first half of the song of the later repeated chorus, it just, how it corrects is just so satisfying every time I listen to it now. Similarly, Smile/Petty starts out pretty much the same way. His Smile is kind of bland and forgettable before swapping into this restrained chorus on Petty that for some reason reminds me of the Addams Family. The difference though with this and Six Summers is that on Six Summers the first half of the song is corrected. There's like things that just sound off that are then pitched and tuned and changed slightly so it sounds better, and that's what makes it so good. On this though, since it is just a 2-part track, Smile still comes off as bland, as there's nothing to be corrected. And I just don't think it's worth it to listen to all of Smile just to get to Petty, regardless of how good Petty is. A lot of the meat of this album kind of fall under that bland landscape too, with like Mansa Masa, Savior's Road, and Anywhere. Even with those features, just not really providing any long-term entertainment. Trippy, Cheers, and Sweet Chick I did all enjoy though, going later on into the album, with J. Cole's verse being perhaps one of my favorite moments on the entire thing. It's well written, interesting lyrics, a nasty delivery, and a thought out, thoughtful story that's really kind of makes you listen to it a bit more. And it all just comes together for a near perfect verse. The choir on Sweet Chick does loads for the song as well, backing Paak's usually good voice. It just comes out as an extension to an already pretty good song. I'm also a fan of the layout Paak gives of this interesting palette of people that he's fucking with very interesting standout features, like one girl liking to go to the arcade, as well as another that doesn't shave her armpits. He chooses very interesting features to really exemplify the girls that he's singing about. Several sweet moments flood the album with that authentic sound that Paak's known for. But like I've said, there are a few tracks that just kind of fall short on multiple fronts that kill the mood right in the middle of this thing. So in the end, I'm going to give this album a 6. So let me know what you guys thought of the album, what I should review next. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and SoundCloud, and like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya. Bye.